You know, I've been asked by several people about the Strike 1 that I bought, the Arsenal Strike 1. They've asked me, I did my initial review on it and I really liked it, but I've had it for a while now. Do I still like it? Am I going to keep it? Well, the answer is yes, I'm going to keep it. And the reason it's torn down right now and you're only seeing the slide is because I am refinishing it. If you remember, I don't know if you remember from the original video, but there was a big mark on the slide right here. There is some chatter marks on the top right here, and I just wasn't real happy with the way this was machined. As you can see right here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of uneven, not the best machining in the world. But I've already fixed it on this one with some sandpaper, and I'm getting ready to bead blast it, and I'm going to fix that one too. I should have taken a video of this before I started doing the work, but I'm really impatient when it comes to doing work like this, and I just went ahead and started before I actually thought to even start filming. But I'm going to refinish the slide because I am keeping it. So next I'm going to go over and bead blast this after I finish sanding this part out, and then I'll get back with you and show you the gun once it's finished and let you know why I'm going to keep this gun. Just want to take a quick second here to show everybody it has been sanded out now. All the little lines I didn't like right through here are gone, and up here I got the chatter marks out back here. So now all it has to do is be bead blasted, and then like I said, I'll have to put the texture back on the sides, but let's take it over and bead blast it now. All right, it is bead blasted. As you can see now, the top is smooth. All the edges are rounded over now. Still got to buff it out with some synthetic steel wool, but this part is almost done. Then I just got to put the texture, the brushed pattern back on the sides here on the flats, and I will be ready to put the gun back together. Okay, the sides are all brushed out here. The top is still nice and flat and nice and even now. So it is time to put this gun back together. Okay, it is all refinished and reassembled here, and it is looking good. People asked me for an update on this gun because they wanted to know if I was going to keep it. Well, I am definitely going to keep it. That's why I went to the trouble of doing this, because I wanted to look as good as it functions. The top is all refinished. All the little machining lines are gone. That little chatter mark is gone. That big mar that was right there is gone now too, so that is all cleaned up. Plus, I think the laser engraving looks better now. I never am a big fan of laser engraving. It always has those little black burrs all around it. So now that I have cleaned up the sides of the slide, retextured them, it actually cleans that up, makes that look better too. So like I said, the gun is refinished now, and it is definitely a keeper. So those people that are asking for an update on it, well, I've got about 2,500 rounds through this gun now, and it still works as great as the day I bought it. And I will have to say that this is probably my favorite polymer gun. Now, it is different than most of my polymer guns. I usually only consider a polymer gun good for one thing, and that's concealed carry. This gun, I don't really consider it a concealed carry gun, but it's still my favorite because it's the only polymer gun I have that I actually consider a range gun. Even though this gun is polymer, it shoots as well as most any of my steel guns. I mean, this gun is just a joy to shoot at the range, plus it holds a shitload of rounds. So yes, it is definitely a keeper. I definitely enjoy this gun, and I intend to keep enjoying this gun. Now, like I said, this is a range gun, not a carry gun. Now, if they ever make a compact version of this gun, it's definitely going to be something I get for a carry gun. In fact, I better be on the tops of the list for the compact version when it comes out, or else you're going to see a major hissy fit on the internet. But since this is a range gun, I am not as familiar with every part of it as I am a carry gun. If I have a carry gun, I take it apart completely. If I'm even going to carry it once or twice, I strip it down. Even my Desert Eagle, because I intend to carry it open once, I strip it down to the bare parts. Now, I do strip all guns down, but I don't spend as much time with them if I'm not going to carry them. So this gun I didn't spend as much time with, and there's one or two parts I'm not familiar with in it. So I emailed the guy who produces these, Dimitri, and had a few questions for him before I took this gun apart to refinish it. Now, when he replied to me, he answered my questions, but he did give me a couple warnings. He said, don't take out this part. This part requires a gunsmith, and if you take it out yourself, it voids the warranty. Well, that kind of bothered me. Not because of the part itself or because taking it out voids the warranty, but because that just shows he doesn't know me at all. That's what I do. I void warranties. It's what I do. It's what I live for. It's the thing I enjoy most about a new thing is seeing how quickly I can void the warranty on it. So that kind of bothered me that he didn't know me well enough to know that. But once we got past that, he gave me the advice I needed, and I got on to the refinishing. So, like I said, gun is definitely a keeper. So those of you that were wanting an update, there's the update. I like it just as much today as the day I got it, if not more. And I will have to admit, just because of the fact that it functions great, looks different, etc., that's not the only reason I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it for another reason also, one that I'm not going to go into in this video. It has something to do with the gun's European heritage, but I'll leave that for another story. So I'll just end this video by saying the gun is still as awesome now as the day I got it. It functions just as well as ever. It's still a unique gun. There's still nothing else like it. It still looks unique. It still functions flawlessly. So I intend to keep this gun for as long as I possibly can. You ain't even my real dad.